Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs, and this is part 4 of our Gundam Battle Operation 2 for Steam playthrough. This week's banner is the Psycho Zaku Mark II. I did a video for that when it went up on PlayStation Network, so I will try to remember to link that in the description of this video if you want to see it in action. Also, there's a limited supply drop with chances to get new Gundam and Sazabi if you are after those. Free weekly 10 spins are renewed because the week has rolled over. Still got promotions for new soldiers. That's the clan match reward, but I believe they've rescheduled clan matches until the matchmaking issues are ironed out. Speaking of which, everybody is getting a free set of 30 tokens in apology for the matchmaking issues. So we're gonna do some spins, and then I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do the other two training simulators to start out. Okay, yeah, so 30 tokens. That gives me 70. I could have just hit take all, but that would require thinking. Okay, well, I just saw the take things icon over his head again, so probably those 30 tokens got me far enough to get up to silver, I'm betting. Yep, silver, so I now have 2 encourages. If I haven't gone over encourages, every month there are monthly missions, and you get rewards for doing enough of them. One of the easiest ways to do that is by buying tokens, but there are other things that other ways to do it. It is more than possible to get to platinum without spending any money every month. But yeah, for example, obtain tokens, that's the most common one. Obtain recycle tickets, that's a little bit easier. They're more likely to drop after matches than tokens are. Own the monthly mobile suits. Like I said, just about anything that's 3-star that's come out in the last 30 days will be on this monthly mobile suit list, and if you own them, you get various bonuses. Container rewards. Right now they've got bonuses to container drops, so that should be a relatively easy one to get as well. Sorting into battle, yeah, so you can get a certain amount of tokens by just playing ground and space as much as you want or can. Wins, beat your rival, and yeah, if you have completed enough monthly missions the previous month, you will get up to 9 tokens at the beginning of every month. So that is that's pretty much how that works. And yeah, that's the part I started to explain. As you complete monthly missions, you win these medals. They reset every month, but while you have them, you can encourage up to there's bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, and each one gets an extra encourage. So yeah, platinum, you have 4 of them a day. And they up your rewards for playing a match. And if you win the round, they work for the entire team. Also, the higher rewards you have, the more crates you can find in a day. So instead of being able to find just 2, at silver, I will be able to find up to 4. So that is, nothing wrong with that. But let's go look at the banners, take the free things, see what's been added to the DP store. I think this is running a little smoother. I know, like I said, I know they've been working on the matchmaking in particular and have sent out the apology tokens I picked up at the beginning. New to the DP store this week on the Steam version, the level 1 Gazome and level 2, and the Zaku 2 Custom, which is a high-cost heavy attack raid. Also kind of expensive, and you need a fairly high rank to buy it. So Gazome's a little bit easier to get a hold of, but it's still kind of expensive. These DP amounts may look like a lot now, but the longer you play the game, it's easier to rack up that amount. The weapons for those are also on sale. They have the same requirements, basically. Let's see. Custom parts. Still a bunch in the store, but I'm going to hold my money for now. Uh, let's see. At the recycle counter, level 5 anti-ballistic armor is up today. That's not a bad thing. By the time you see this video, it will not be up, but I don't know if I ever remembered to mention, the recycle ticket store's stock changes daily. So if you're looking for something specific, check it. Make sure you check it every day. For example, today we've got the level 2 Dom Nomidus, which is from Code Fairy, but is not included in the Code Fairy pack, just like the Black and White Riders. Zagak E, the level 2 Gaz R, and also the more levels of metal you have, the more items show up in the shop. I believe for every level of metal, you get another row. So there is, most of the stuff is older mobile suits that shows up for the higher levels, but that's, if you're just starting out on the PC version here, that's not really the bad news, because there are a bunch of older mobile suits that are worth using. And I don't know about the 100 and 150 ones here, but yeah, definitely stuff around 300, though Zaku 1 really needs a patch, which hopefully we'll get soon. 40 for the Gaza C is a steal. That thing is powerful. It's kind of hard to use because it has a beam rifle that hits really hard if you charge and then overheats. And it's transformable, but kind of an easy target when it is. But it's one of those things, if you use it well, it can be devastating. Because, yeah, that Knuckle Buster does obscene damage. So, I'm going to grab that, because I like messing with the transforming suits even when I'm bad at them. Gigan is a fun little tank. It's actually quite short. It's relatively fast for a support, especially a low-cost tank-type support. Like, for example, the Desert Gym kind of lumbers at movement speed 100. Gigan gets 120. It does not have a lot of boost, though, but it's fun to use. Has some really good Gatlings, has a pretty good turret. As you can see, not a lot of hit points, so, it is kind of a glass cannon, but it can be fun to mess with. Aktaku is a decent all-rounder at 350. It has a really, really good machine gun. It had in Gundam Battle Operation 1, it had an amazing machine gun. They've kind of started retuning it to get it back towards that. Jim Striker was one of the first things in the game to have multiple melee weapons. It has both a single beam saber and this twin beam spear, which can be equipped in one of 2 different modes. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff here that is probably worth checking out, especially the things that are cheaper, because you never know what you're going to find and like. So, weapons. Tempted to grab the Gelgug beam rifle at level 4, but that is expensive, so I will just let it go and see if I can drop it in a post-round crate. There's the scythe version of the twin beam spear that I was mentioning. The scythe version causes heavy stagger, but can't be swung as often. So, and that's that anti-air machine gun I think I talked about before. And of course, there's a bunch of markings here. Yeah, so. And, okay, so let's take the free supply drop, and then I might take a tilt at the new Gundam and Sazabi, because I don't think either of them has been buffed in this version yet, but there are buffs coming for them very soon, I think. Might have just happened before, but Sazabi in particular does get some help, and it could use it. Arm Vulcans for the Draw C. I always get that confused with the Gaza C, but the Draw C is the one with no legs that only operates in space from 0083. Gaza and Beam Saber level 2. It can't hurt. Again, higher levels of weapons are not ever a bad thing to have. They're often not what you want to see. Neither is 1 star, but I like the Dwudge. Let's see, another bronze. Double Cubile Beam Sabers for level 2. I think the Cubile's gotten its recent buff since this. Oh, gold! And we got level 3 Bawu. That is not a bad thing to have. That has some really killer missiles and a good shield beam cannon. Bawu level 3 would be what? I think it would be 650. It can hang at 650. claw unit beam cannon for, I believe, the Zagok E. It's either that or the Gelgug GK, which has a Zagok arm. Zissa beam saber, probably the least important weapon on the Zissa, but let's see. And Zaku 3 beam saber. So if you got that Zaku 3 custom, I think it would use that. That might be for the standard Zaku 3. I don't remember if they repeat. Okay, level 4 GPO 3. That is a 700, and it's not the best thing at 700, but okay, she's got a good feeling about this one, so this could be really good. It is a bronze technically, but okay, level 3 XS Gundam. That is a 700 general with some good firepower. Yeah, so a couple of really good top-tier things, a 650 Bawu, 550 Dwedge. It can get kind of out of its depth there, but it's not bad. Okay, let's see what we've got. The limited supply drop has chances for new and Sazabi. Standard one has the Psycho Zaku Mark II, which I like, but... I'll try the limited supply drop. And then I'll save the rest of my tokens towards the next 4-star, which I believe should be the Sazabi FF probably at the end of June. So I think that's going to be right. Okay, so first is mass production Cubile beam saber level 2. Had it. You know, obviously the more spins you do, the more likely you're going to be to get repeats. Like this heavy Gyaradoga, but that gives it some extra boost, so I'm not going to say no to that. Dryson Bazooka at level 4, that should be the 700 version. There is a Pegasus-class ship, so that will be a 4-star of some fashion. That is, let's see. Enhanced Double Zeta Gundam, that was not on the menu, but I will take it. I mean, even, you know, the things that are rate up are not guaranteed, obviously, and the gacha pool is still the gacha pool, so there's, you know, good chances for things like this. That is a really good 700 cost raid with a heavy attack, a high mega cannon, and a lot of missiles you can use while boosting. It is quite good. High-speed Dom level 4. That's fun to use. Might be a little bit out of its depth at that cost, but so it goes. Silver Crate. Gem 2 beam rifle to repeat. Another Fat Uncle, so probably 2-star. DJ level 4. I believe that's another 700, which it'll do. I'd prefer level 1s of a lot of these, but level 2 Hazel 2, that's not bad to have. Yeah, this has been a pretty worthwhile spin so far, I'd say. Rebawu Beam Saber repeat. Zeku 1 Type 3 level 4, that's pretty good. I believe that is the 700, and because it uses all ballistic damage, not everything at 700 is really ready to face ballistic damage, so it can be pretty significantly powerful. Matter of factly, maybe I'll try it in one of the missions coming up, or one of the simulators I'm going to try and do. Let's see, yeah. A lot of 700s coming around here. Okay, the high-speed Dom is only level 500. I forgot it started at 350, so yeah, 500, it can probably still hang there. It's got good maneuver armor, and it's got a heat glaive that can cause knockdown with one swing. There aren't a lot of melee weapons that cause knockdown as opposed to heavy stagger or standard stagger, but there's a few. The glaive is one, and the Zogok's punches are another. Hazel 2 is 550. It is an interesting raid because it has smoke to give it stealth, it has a heavy attack, and it has overboost, which lets you press boost while your thrusters are redlined, and you'll have unlimited thrust for like 5 seconds, and then a very, very long cooldown. So it basically has everything you might want a raid to have except a dodge roll. So it's kind of, you know, it's different to play. It's fun, but it can be tough. So, Alright, but we're going to use a couple of these new mobile suits to do these, the other two simulators. I am not going to push my luck on that banner, because, getting 1 4-star is pretty good luck to begin with, so, I'm just going to hang on to my tokens from here. Okay, so the next two, we did the Atlas mission a couple of sessions back. This time we're going to do the Titans Test Team Survival Mode. And that is a space survival mode, which is not exactly common, but I'm going to play by myself, going to play unranked so I can use whatever I want. And let's see, what is going to be best? They've got me in, yeah, I had the Justice Shazar team readied for space. Let's see. I have a lot of good 700s I could take in there. Oh, before I forget, since I did get the level, I thought I got the level 4 axe for the Dryson, I guess not. No, the level 4 bazooka, which I will put on that now so I can't forget. It's not what I want to use here, though. I'm going to save Enhanced Double Zeta for the boss mission, because, like I said, it has good missiles it can use while boosting, and really good melee, so it is a good choice for that. Let's run the XS Gundam. I don't have the level 1... I don't have the level 2 parts. That's fine. As you can see, it has a ton of equip slots. I don't really have enough equipment to make maximum use of them, but I'll see what I can throw together with what I've got. I guess I'll put on some beam defense for long distance. I did drop that spaced frame that increases thruster capacity. That's not a bad thing. Okay, auxiliary generator. XS is all beams except for its head Vulcans. That's a very good thing to have, because all of these are heat-based weapons, so they all have cooldown as opposed to reload. Like I mentioned before, I dropped this after a match too. Like I mentioned before, there are two kinds of weapon ready or weapon reload parts, basically. The quick loaders for anything with ammo, the auxiliary generators for anything with a heat gauge. And let's see, I guess I'll throw on some more beam defense, because I expect to be hassled by a lot of things. Okay, I actually maxed out beam defense. Okay, the level 1 will max it out exactly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 50 is, which amounts to 50% defense, is the maximum resistance value you can have for any given stat. So once you hit 50, you can move on to something else. Okay, it's got some backpack beam cannons that are pretty good. Thigh beam cannons I usually keep here. It's got an incom in its head, which I'll put up here, and reflector incom, which can hit at interesting angles, and is a lock-on weapon just like the head incom. I'm not sure I've shown how incoms work before, so on the PC version, so we will make that part of this round, hopefully. So we've got a Hazel Custom and an Advanced Hazel to back us up. I could have taken the Hazel 2, which would have been, like, setting appropriate, but I'm just kind of here to bulldoze things, so that's what we're going to do. Let's see what we got. Shouldn't be too bad, but okay, yeah, so its main armament is a Beam Smart gun, which has really good range, usually has burst fire, fires, charge shots will just go. As you can see, the reflector incom only fires one shot, so if your enemy has iframes like mine did, they will not die. Luckily, these things are all relatively low cost, so yeah, we can cut through them quick. That is a Gelgug Marine. Yeah, there's the burst fire. Reflector incom out. Boom. Both the reflector incom and the standard beam smart gun have piercing, so if you can line up enemies, the head incom does too. If you can line up enemies, you can hit multiple things at once. Good news is, oh hi Zaku. Good news is the the reflector incom aims itself, so you can it'll often hit multiple things. Yeah, I'm not paying enough attention, but trying to talk and shoot at the same time doesn't always work. I was really kind of hoping for more hits than that in such a narrow spot, but that's a kill. That's a kill and a hit. I'll take that. Okay, let's just use the forehead shot. Hit it. Shoulder guns. But yeah, this is what high-level mobile suits tend to be like. They have a lot of different weapons, and so you're juggling a lot of different heat gauges and timings. And it's not easy, but it does get the job done generally. Let's see, this is still phase 1. We may not make this in 3 minutes. I may try it again with something else afterwards. Just as a thing, I'm guessing Unicorn Gundam, honestly. Because, bring out the big guns when you have to. Okay, there's that. No kills yet. I have to kill 4 more of these, and then the target suits will appear. There's one. There's another. There's another. Okay, that's it. Just kill 15. Not even... they usually do this in phases, but either we killed the first phases so fast we didn't see them, or they just did it all in one phase this time. Regardless, we got under 3 minutes, so we're getting all the rewards. And let's see what we got. Yep, 216. That is fine by me. 50,000 DP. The Gym Sniper Custom Missile Rack type, which is was known in the first game as the Shimoda Squadron type, and 3 tokens. So yeah, back to the briefing room. We'll back out of this, and then we'll do the other one, and then probably maybe do a couple of the training missions I haven't done yet, and finish off with a live round. It's Thursday, so you have to kill 2 things in a single round, and play 2 rounds in space. Which shouldn't be too hard. But I may... I think before I try for the 2 kills thing, I will show off... Yes, I know. Let's go to this. Yeah, that's the issue it's still having at the moment, but it's not too bad. It just blocks your screen whenever it shows up. But, okay, yeah, so right now the bosses are... There's 2 of them, I believe. One is the Shamblo from Gundam Unicorn, and one is Anna Rose Rosenheim's Quinn Mantha from... There are words for this. Technically from Mobile Suit Gundam Side Stories. But yeah, like I said, for this, we're going to take out the Enhanced Double Zeta, just because, why not? Just got it, want to mess with it. Might not be the best choice for it. If we fail, I've got other options, and I will show them off. There's still a little bit of lag on these menus compared to PSN. I'm sure, that will eventually get better, but yeah, it's just a little bit awkward if you're used to certain timings, which I very much am, because I've been playing this game forever. But okay, put on just some general attack ups. Both of these use a lot of beams, so unfortunately I don't have enough. If I take one of these off, I can put on a little more beam defense, it looks like. Yes, level 3. And I'll swap down to level 1 ranged to go with that. There is some melee too. I'll put that on. Let's see. May as well have some extra boost. Transforming suits do well with boost. But here's just something you may not know. If you've been watching long enough, me long enough, you know. But if you're new to the game, the basic Double Zeta Gundam, when it was first released, it did not transform. They completely overhauled it and made it transformable. So, oops, no, I want those on A, because those missiles are, again, really good, and I want to have them, on hand. High Mega Cannon can go here. Vulcans... Wait, no, I forgot. This has 2 sets of Beam Sabers, so... where if I'm going to put melee on the diagonals, I like it in the bottom corner. High Mega Cannon can go there. Vulcan's up here. This is probably just a mess, but it probably does not have any resemblance to the setup I use on console, so watch me just fumble like my hands are made squids here. But yeah, Double Zeta didn't initially transform. They completely reworked it, gave it all the abilities it should have, except separating, because just like the Bawu, which does not transform because it would have to have two separate halves when it did, that part they have not worked out yet. I think they should handle like one of the halves like an incom weapon, and just have it be lock on and send it to attack. But one day we'll get there. Like I said, they improve this game constantly, so that's why I'm also not too worried about the PC problems. They will get it. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to keep boosting us away. And getting beamed. Yeah, ideally I would be trying to stun this. That is, that's my first choice. But if you can't stun it, just hit it where you can hit it. And Enhanced Double Zeta has good tools for that. I'll probably be and support fire to come down on you while you're doing this too. Those leaders. Yeah, those two. These are technically rerun bosses. If you had the PSN version, you could have fought the Shamblo and the Quinmantha separately. So that's why they've added the support fire, just to change up the formula a little bit. But okay, its stun gauge is half full. There's not a lot, except for time. There's not really any penalty for dying. So whatever happens, happens. Let's see. It just hit me pretty hard, but I've almost got it. Beams. Beams. More beams. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Enhanced Double Zeta only has a dodge roll when it is in biosensor mode. Just like the Zeta Gundam and the standard Double Zeta and a few other suits, it has, biosensor when its health gets low, and that enhances all its abilities, so then you can dodge roll. One warning, though, which I give out fairly constantly. Biosensor, unlike skills you actively trigger, like Hades, like Exam, like NTD, do not repair your legs. So, basically, if you're fighting against one of these, work the legs. If you're in one of these, just watch your leg gauge. Here is the big swing. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Nice. I will probably take one more death before this is over. I'm kind of ignoring the add-ons, which I probably shouldn't do. But if I can just get my heavy charged and line it up before I get killed... Was that my error or the controllers? Either way, I'm going to unload more missiles. Maybe I can get stunned before I start charging. Or at least mostly stunned. The High Mega Cannon is not a good fit for this battle. The heavy attack is significantly better. If I can get... Why? Yeah, the shoulder button on this controller is a little bit tetchy. I love the controller otherwise. It is an 8-Bit-Do Pro, incidentally. Big swing. Yeah, as you can see, that's a ton of damage. Let's just get in there with melee, because we're running out of time to get the best reward, and I want to be there. 1, 2, 3, move, swing. 1, come on, give me the swing. Oops, wrong weapon. Got it. We're done. Yeah. Just like Monster Hunter, when they make you fight two big things in a row, they cut the hit points considerably, so... And that should be all the challenges, so... Yeah, maybe... Yeah, I'll save the, there's 50K. There is the level 1 Red Rider, which is pretty good. And there's 3 tokens. I will save the training missions for another day. But before I do like a full round to finish off on, we will I'll show you the way that people get their dailies done quickly on any day that requires playing a certain amount of rounds in a certain environment, or playing a certain amount of or winning a certain number of rounds. I've already seen people doing this on the PC version, but I'm just going to, show you what the etiquette is on PSN, because it's basically, it's homebrew rules. But go to custom match, search for mix-up. Search using these conditions. Wait for it. There aren't any. Okay. Search again. Man, and here I was set to show how these work. But, okay. Well, I'll just describe what I'm doing while we wait to get a round going here. 700 basic space. Let's go with that. But I'm going to take the Zekuins out for this. But, okay, this may kick me out. The matchmaking is still, again, still getting repaired. But they are working on it, as I've said. But, yeah, it's going to kick me. But I'll finish doing my equipment. I do have the level 4 gun. Perfect. Okay. But the way it works is, if you see something either in, Japanese with the letters A and or B in the description, or you see a mix-up room that says A win, the way it works is you go in the room. If you're on Team A, you kill Team B as quickly as you possibly can. If you're on Team B, do nothing. Just sit there and let them kill you, and that is to both to finish your dailies as quickly as possible, and also to get you through more rounds if you are hunting post-match loot crates. So that is, that is an informal thing. That is something that the players have done for a long time now, and yeah, so just that, if you see a room with those descriptions and just things inside are weird, not what you expected, that is what is going on. So that is that's how an AB room works. And yeah, if I see one sometime, I will try and run it just so you can see how it works. But yeah, that is how the players have decided to deal with days with difficult conditions like 2 wins, 2 space, which I believe at the end of this month will become 1 win, 1 space. Or 1 win, 2 space, excuse me. Yeah, that's how players decided to just deal with that. So, alright, I am D- in space. Let's see if I can get up to D flat. Let's see if I can get around. As has become custom, we will come back when I have got a working room. Alright, it took us a couple extra tries to get it rolling, but we are in a 700 space round. I didn't bother to look and see what map it is, so we're all going to be surprised together. This is, of course, the Zekuins Type 3 loadout, which has a really good Gatling, a decent bazooka, and a Sturmfaust, so it's fun. I really like using it, and like I said, because I have the level appropriate Gatling, it is going to have a little bit more ammo than the level 1 has. So, let's see, I think the level 1 has like 150, and this will probably have, might be 165, 175, something like that. Let's look. 172. Yeah, I'm not sure how the math works exactly. I think it's like plus 5% over each one. So this is, yeah, this is the, it's not the resource satellite. I forget the name of this map, but it is definitely a map. It's one of the more recent maps. But yeah, as you can see, the Gatling has ASL. It does 229 a shot to a Unicorn Gundam, which is pretty good, and fires pretty quickly, so... They are focusing me, though. They've already killed the person who I was trying to defend, so... It would be really good if my allies were here. One of them, however, is busy fighting something else, so... I'm going to get away from the front and see if I can help. It's a Unicorn. No point working its backpack too much, yeah, because NTD will restore its hit locations, as I said. That was a good square on hit to the shield, so it did me no good. And boy, I was not ready for the reach of those beam sabers either. So, Beam Magnum is that rare weapon that beam weapon that does splash damage like a bazooka does. So, I am winning this damage race, but Unicorn's got to hit me a lot less. So, we'll see how this goes. I hit the rock. I do that. Sadly, this does not have Vulcans. If I had a machine gun with the ASL, I'd have this already. I think I'm just going to wait until it's ready. Because all I have to do is tickle that Unicorn. Because besides its... Yeah, there we go. Because besides, the fact that it's, I did a lot of damage to it, it has that health countdown in NTD. So it's a good thing I killed it before it had a chance to go to Awakening and stabilize. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, funnels have got me. But, yeah, not off to a great start. 825 to 3003. I've gotten one of the 2 kills I need for my dailies, though, so... even if we lose, if I get another kill, that just means 1 more space round and 3 rounds overall, and we've got this. So, we will see how this goes. Support fires out. One thing I'll give this, the matchmaking is still a little bit chunky. I know, like I said, they're working on it. They said they were. They sent out apology tokens. I'm sure they're not going to want to have to do that more than once. But, yeah, matchmaking is a little chunky, but... The actual gameplay, for me at least, has been pretty comparable to the PS5. It's one of those things where... Got him? Okay. One of those things where I know people have been having problems. I'm going to just warn you in general, which I probably have said before, but I don't know if I've said it before in a video you've seen. Gundam Battle Operation 2 is very... picky about its connections. You are going to have a much better experience if you can have a wired connection for your PC. That may be the case in just about any online game you play, but it is on PlayStation, a wired connection for GBO2 is basically unplayable, or at least it was for me. I have friends that do that, and I am proud of them. Because, yeah, it makes a difference. If you feel like your attacks aren't landing where you plant them, and you're on wireless, get a wire on that thing if you can. It will make a difference, I promise you. But that is just one of the things about the game. That it's been true since the PS3 version of the Baxton's Gundam Battle Operation 1. It's not as pronounced as it was there. It's still there. So, I... have to assume that the PC version will be the same. See, I am going to get Unicorn to death, which is a shame, because if I can get 1 hit off on it... Ah, somebody else got the 1 hit. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to look for... Well, I'm going to look for what I can get my sights on, but... Ah, that's nearly dead. That's the Doga. It is going to shoot me and kill me. Dang. Yeah, that's the Questyog Doga. It's a support. Yep. So, yeah, that's a... It has... I believe it's, I forget... I believe its, beam shield has piercing, whereas Gune's has heavy stagger. I may have that backwards, but I think I've got it right. And, yeah, Gune's was a favored raid for a good long time. Quest's was never liked as much, just because... yeah, I think it did have the piercing as opposed to the heavy stagger, and heavy stagger is, of course, very useful, especially in the hands of a raid. Correct weapon, Rob. There we go. Okay, yeah, so I have gotten my, one of my dailies done here. That's a good thing. And now let's see if we can win the round. I can't aim that far up. As I mentioned before, Okay, thank you, ally. As I've mentioned before, the supports have a skill called High Performance Aerospace, either Gimbal or Gimbal. I'm not sure which it actually is. Katakana says Gimbal, so I'll go with that, even if it's not correct in English. But that actually allows a larger vertical arc for aiming. Oh no. No, go up, not down. I was going to go down. That would have gotten me killed. Okay, so there is somebody fighting something. Let's go help them. Oh, here's somebody else getting ready to join that fight. Let's thwart them. I can't aim that far up, so I've got to ascend. I've got to ascend more. I'd like to not die, please. Hit it. And now we just lay on the Gatling. Like I said, a lot of things at this cost don't have as high ballistic defense as they do beam. So you can just wreck them. If you get a chance to fire. Yeah, it just went into NTD. Again, with the health countdown, that is a most double-edged sword in, a low health situation. Okay, yeah. Getting shot by a unicorn. To be honest, a lot of 700 is getting shot by a unicorn, if I'm honest. Okay. I'm out of Gatling. It is not out of bazooka, and somebody, I assume... Oh, no, that's an ally's incoms. Cool. I've got one bazooka shell. I've also got somebody below me trying to kill me. Tagged him. Follow up. As you can see, because of the buffers that most mobile suits have, different hit locations result in different damage. So, once you figure... A lot of things have leg buffers, some have back buffers. Some do have chest buffers, but generally aiming for center mass is going to be the highest damage. But sometimes legs are going to be the most useful damage, honestly. But let's see if I can kill a pilot. Nope, somebody else can, though. And I was there, too. Okay, so... Yeah, not my best round in space, but certainly not my worst. So, let's see what the stats look like. Well, I got top diversions, so that's something, I guess. Yeah, let's praise our top scorer and our top assister. That's my usual thing. If I've had a really good duel with somebody on the other team, I will generally praise them, but if I did, I don't remember which unicorn it was. Okay, I made it a D flat. 88,000 damage, 2 kills, 3 deaths. Like I said, mediocre, but it got the job done. So, and a win means, all of those categories I got XP in. I am now up to level 9 of Lance Corporal, so hopefully I'm like one fight away from getting up to the next promotion. Materials found. It's a bronze crate with a level 4 Zogok. Never sad to see a Zogok. They're fun. And yeah, 2 enemies once. I've got to do one more space round, so... let's do one more space round. I'll take something else out. Maybe I'll take the excess out into traffic and see how that does. Again, I'm not great with it. It requires a lot of weapon juggling and snap decisions. I didn't even transform it when I was using it in the training... in the... simulator. Maybe I'll actually get a chance to do that. Now that I say that, I can demonstrate something else that is important to know. And also just do some setup that I forgot to do on the XS. Okay, so if you want to see the stats for the transform mode, press start. And that will show you everything. That's right, the XS doesn't need any quick swap changes because it only has 2 weapons in G-Fortress mode. So I'm fine. But yeah, it shows you the skill sets and the stats. You can see it moves a good bit faster in G-Fortress mode. So yeah, that's how you do that. Let's take this beast out and do our other space round, and then probably collect our winnings and call it there. But let's see how many tries this takes me. I will tell you when I come back. Okay, so ultimately the answer was 8, but only because somebody tried to ready up at the very, very last second. The first lobby I wound up in after 3 tries, and that broke it so badly I had to bail out because it wouldn't like ready it wouldn't queue us, start a lobby even after it filled up again. So yeah, that kind of broke things for a minute, but that's okay. I actually wound up launching in the XS. If I'd done that one, I would have had to do the enhanced double zeta because I was trying to do what the team needed. But let's do the XS. This is the resource satellite. The other one was the lunar debris belt. I finally remembered. So yeah, gonna stick with the team. Resource satellite is interesting because there is one checkpoint. So whoever gets that has kind of an advantage. And there's somebody charging. They charged faster than I did, or at least lined up their shot faster. Which, that's how you win. And, see, number 3's chasing them. Okay, and way, way off, Rob. Okay, let's just let the computer do it for me. Incom's away. Other incom's away. Already overheated my gun, too. I can't believe that counted. Downswings rather than... it hit my chest eye field. That was that deflection animation you saw. Yeah, XS has an eye field in its chest. If, like I said, center mass, usually a good call, not always. And yeah, XS has beam defense in its torso, so... but... yeah, when things get downswung in space, they tumble backwards, as opposed to falling down, because there is no down, it's space. Missed that by a mile. Overheated that, missing it by a mile. Gotcha. No, didn't got it. Well, didn't kill it, but I hit it. Hit it again. Rifle's back, and there we go. So, well, overheated again. Yeah, this stick, I'm gonna blame the tools like the poor craftsman I am. The analog on this stick is a little bit more sensitive. For MS with slower turn speed, it's not as noticeable. At the upper ends, it's noticeable. So, but that's on me. I will just have to be a little bit more careful with it and get used to that slightly different movement. But yeah, I'm using the 8BitDo Pro because that just has one of the best D-pads I have ever had, and I am, I am fussy about my directional pads, and so I am, when I find one I like, I kind of stick with it. So that is. It's basically I kind of feel like if the Nintendo PlayStation had happened and it got as far as having a DualShock controller, this is pretty much what the controller would have felt like. So, but it's not bad. Yeah, we are 1,800 points down. Lock on while it's stun locked. Okay, New Gundam put its beam shield up, but it looks like somebody else knocked it down. And luckily, I predicted / slipped enough to hit it when it got out of its dodge roll. So that's not bad. And that's another one. So that was just luck. Everybody was beating on it, and I just got the last shot in. And let's do this now. The transformed version of the Beam Smart Gun has its own separate... heat gauge. And let me pay attention. Yeah, because incoms and funnels, oh boy, are good weapons to deal with pilots because of the lock-on feature. Okay. I know there's somebody nearby. They're probably behind rocks because there's a lot of rocks. They're there. Beam Smart Gun. Hit the rock. Not very smart. Yeah, I mean, all that zigzagging is not supposed to just be for show. It's supposed to fire around things. The GBO2 version, frankly, not always that good at that. Let's see. That is an enemy. I don't see any allies in the area, so I should not be going over there. Let's find the allies and fight with them. There's New Gundam again. Ow. Ow. And that one made a deflection noise, so it probably hit my eye field as well, because XS does not have a shield. And that is... missed. Okay, I'm in Alice mode, which makes my turn speed faster. Okay, got that. And also ups my speed overall. But yeah, as you can see, the turning speed now is pretty good. The Sosby, I believe, with Psycho Frame active, is one of the reigning kings of turn speed, but which I did not show in my turn speed FAQ video because I didn't know it at the time. Which, you know. Ah, hit the shield, got killed. They are catching up. 2.5 minutes left. We can still win this, but yeah, they are catching up. Let's see. Yeah, they've probably overtaken us now. Yep. So, we're reasonably well grouped, though. Number 3 is putting out some support fire. I think it's a good idea. Number 1 could probably stand to fall back, but I don't think they're going to get a chance to. I think they're probably surrounded. But if they can hold them there, it might work out. I try to do that a lot. Hold people in the support fire. Does not often work out for me. But... let's see. I'm going to go support number 3. It might be a mistake, depending on how coordinated the enemy team is, but... if I can knock them out of flight mode, that would be nice. But there's something behind me beating me up, as happens. Alright, well, let's... there, give them a piece of my mind. Just activated NTD. Got interrupted. That happens to me so much, I get focused, you know, that's that tunnel vision thing I talk about. I get focused on one enemy, and I don't watch my surroundings enough. Oh, I am so sorry. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Okay, so I'm going to fly back and try and defuse. As soon as I figure out where back is. Wow, Rob. Space is disorienting. I'm not going to make it in time. But maybe I can catch the pilot and score some extra points. Since I'm low on health and fairly squishy, it's not the worst possible choice. Oh, it's a New Gundam with no health. Bye now. Vulcans! Okay. Yeah, not enough time. Like I said, you need like 10-15 seconds to successfully defuse. We don't have it, so we'll just have to hope we can make up the difference. Probably not, honestly. Okay, so, yeah. Yeah, if we'd had time to stop that, we could have done it, but I just couldn't get here fast enough. You know, boosting forward in G-Fortress is my top speed, so... and, yeah, there's a couple people on health, and I'm just too far away, and they got another kill. Yeah, we're done. But, you know, relatively close in the end. The base bomb was, you know, obviously the right move for them, but, you know, it happens. Okay, yeah, I got 5489, so I did better than I thought. I'll praise this person. Because we lost, I don't get the effect of their platinum encourage, which is what this blue bar signifies, but I will still get the effect of my silver encourage. And I'll praise them because they were friendly before the round. I did 86,000 damage, I got 7 kills, and I went back down to D- because I lost 6 points. So this is the nature of rating battles. Don't worry about it too hard. So because we didn't win, I also am not going to get enough points to get to my next promotion. Okay, did get a silver crate full of Barzam Custom, though. That's not to be sneezed at. And I'm going to take one last look to see if there's any AB Custom rooms up. And if so, I will finish up by showing those off. And if not, we'll just finish here, and I'll finish my dailies off camera. But I will grab everything I've earned beforehand just to see if we get anything. And I just remembered you also get extra hangar slots for your medals, so I will have to go check that too. Okay, so custom match. The search parameters are still the same. It says a win. I may get booted out of this because it's full. Nope, I made it. Enhanced doubles 8 is a 700. That's one of the things I forgot. Always take your highest cost mobile suits, especially if you're on side B. The object is mix-up is a mode where you can take in any cost of mobile suit, and their cost values are inflated because each side has basically a life bar, and the first side to deplete that bar loses. So, or deplete the other team's bar wins, depending on how you want to phrase that. So, yeah, take your highest cost thing in. If you're on B, if you're put on B, just go, just let them kill you. If you're on A, just, kill things as fast as you can. Okay, I'm on B, so, nice easy end to the day's dailies. And, yeah. Like I said, I just want to show how this works. Being on B is good. Some people who don't know what's up yet may end up attacking things or may not. The one thing is, if you're trying to get the most rewards possible, rewards for custom rooms are lower than rewards for going into either quick or rated. Rated is where you get the most points. So, just keep hammering away at rated if you're trying to gain XP and DP and clan points as quickly as possible. But if you're just trying to get through your day and get your dailies done so you can go, so you can relax a little while, or, if you've played as many rounds as you want to and you still need a win or a 3 times daily or something like that, this is the place to be. So, yeah, like I said, in this one, we will just sit there and let them kill us, because we are on side B. Arctic Base is the usual map of choice for these on the ground. Space Fortress Interior is the one in space, because it's just about the smallest one. So, and here we are. And yeah, some people like to shoot at the rocket. I like to shoot at the rocket, but I'm going to be polite and not do anything here. And just let it go. As you can see, most everybody here knows what's up already. Number 6 might be trying to get a little bit of fighting in. But, sometimes people do that. But it's, again, considered just best manners on side B if you sit there and don't do anything hostile. And fire some kind of weapon to take your iframes back off if they knock you down. Because, yeah, iframes end... I don't know if I've ever addressed that in these videos or not either. The way iframes work is they last for a set time after you get knocked down. If an enemy knocked you down, it'll be longer. If an ally knocked you down, it'll be shorter. If you use a flight skill or transform or attack, your iframes end. So, using them carefully can be very important when you are fighing. But when you're in this room, just cancel them with like Vulcans or a shot at the rocket or whatever, and that way they can kill you faster and you can get done with your stuff. But if I want to, I could stick around for one more, because that would get me my last crate. But for the purposes of this video, that's not really necessary, so I'm going to bail. But, yeah, so that is pretty much... Oh, yeah, like I said, going to put some stuff in the hangar, and going to go collect my rewards, and then we will wrap it up. But, and then I have some editing to do before I render this to cut out the, the matchmaking sections. But... Oh, man, I'll be happy when that clan chat server thing is fixed, because it does cause some minor delays here and there. But, again, this game, this game updates constantly. It fixes things. I'm relatively confident it will be good. Yeah, there's my Red Rider. There's my missile launcher Gym Sniper Custom. And there's a decent stack of tokens. I'm almost ready for... I'm 10 off from another 10 spin. That's not bad at all. I might save and try and get the Saza BFF, because I don't have that on either of my other accounts, but haven't decided yet. But, yeah, let's load some new things in the hangar and check the one that's finished. Okay, yeah, as you can see, the silver metal hangar is now active. I have to get up to Corporal to get Hangar 2, so I have 2 hangars at the moment. I'll get another one if I get up to Gold. I'll have another one after that if I get up to Platinum. And if I get up early enough in the month to hit the mid or late login rewards, I'll get a couple more. So, but I'm going to put, well, started on the Violent Custom. Going to put that in here. For the other one, I'm going to start working on my level 1 early production Gelgug, because it has a good set of enhancements, and it's, you know, just one of my go-tos, so I may as well get it enhanced as quickly as I can. Anti-beam armor, so an extra point in beam defense, an extra 100 shield hit points, extra point of thruster capacity, extra equipment slots, always useful, 700 more hit points, and 5 points to ranged mod. So, yeah. That's, again, you know, this can take a lot of money and resources to do, so just pick your favorites and work on those first. And my favorite is still early production Gelgug, so that is going to do it for our Gundam Battle Operation on PC playthrough for the week. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later!